Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. One thing that struck me and others, I think, about the little face-to-face thing between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk was when Fury was asked what he's going to do in the rematch. He said, well, he's not going to change much up. He's not going to, have any great different tactics. He's just going to do what he did before, but do it better. And a lot of people have said, well, is that wise? I mean, it didn't work the first time. Why would it work the second time? Well, let's play devil's advocate, okay? And let's say that Fury, there were extenuating circumstances, that Fury and his team didn't get the tactics wrong. They just weren't able to implement them because of other reasons that had happened previously, Certain things that happened in camp maybe, or didn't happen in camp. Okay, the first thing we need to talk about is the cut eye, the postponement of the first fight. Now, a lot of people said they didn't believe that it was an injury caused by a clash of heads. It was a self-inflicted injury because Fury wasn't ready for the fight and so on. Okay, all right. And the fight was postponed from, was it February, was it? And then it ended up being in May. Okay, so that let's just say that's, regardless of whether it was a legitimate injury or not, self-inflicted or not, let's just accept the fact that there was a cut eye, there was a postponement. What did that mean to Fury as far as his preparations for the fight when it did eventually happen? What did that mean? Well, it meant that he couldn't do much sparring for a long while. You can't really deny that. That's probably a given. Then there's the psychological view aspect of it, that he's going to be thinking, is this cut going to be healed in time for the May fight? May the 18th was the date of the fight, 2024. Is it going to be healed? If I get in there and I think it is healed, is it going to open up again? This is stuff that will play on a fighter's mind, especially when you consider that the postponement up to when the fight actually took place, it wasn't more than, about 3 months, 12 weeks. For a cut, if it was that deep as they're saying, and that's an if, of course, you really need to be testing it out. Fury, of course, had a very bad cut against Otto Wallin and fought through that. And perhaps it wouldn't have bothered him if the cut had opened, this new cut had opened against Usyk in the second fight. And perhaps he wouldn't have cared. He is a mentally very strong man, regardless of all the shenanigans out of the ring, regardless of all the nonsense that comes out of his mouth. He is, when it comes to the crunch, he's a strong man. So there's that element which would have affected his preparation. The other thing that springs to mind is his weight, because he came in light by his own standards. He was, 262, was it? Some early 260s. Usyk was, I think, 222 or 223. That's his heavyweight, standard heavyweight weight, poundage. For Fury, 262, everyone was saying, oh, he's light. Oh, that's great. Oh, Well, first of all, is being that light for a man who's 6'9" and, is now 30, what is he now? 36 now. Is that the right weight for him at that age? Because 262, whatever it was, for a guy of 6'9" is not, it's not slim. It's not, it's not tiny, but he looked so much thinner than we've seen him in some previous fights. Was that the right thing to do? Especially if, again, we're back to the old ifs, especially if he was losing a lot of weight very quickly, which is always an awful thing to do. It leaves you weak. Your punch resistance is weight will wane. It's just not the way to do. You don't crash diet. That shouldn't ever be part of a training camp. And we know about Tyson Fury and his yo-yo weights, and Ricky Hatton used to do this, and you just can't do it. You can't keep doing it without it taking its toll, including the longevity of your career. And this isn't the first time that Fury has put on weight. Obviously, he had that sabbatical after the Klitschko fight, where he didn't do anything other than, bulk up to 26 stone or whatever it was. And then he lost an awful lot of weight quickly. He had that couple of warm-ups. He had that fight with Deontay Wilder. He got floored twice. And when you look at the punches that have floored Fury, even though some of them have been against very big punches, they look like kind of innocuous punches. Okay, we're talking heavyweights. And Deontay Wilder was a very, very big banger with the right hand. But that sort of shocking 12th round knockdown where Fury was flat on his back, looking up at the stars, not seeing anything. And then within 5 seconds, he was up again and he won the rest of the round. You obviously know that iconic moment. The fact that he was knocked flat, even if he was out for only 5 seconds, there's no doubt in my mind that a contributing factor to that type of reaction to a heavy punch is losing too much weight too quickly. It just saps your energy. It saps your punch resistance. It saps your engine. I just don't see, if he lost too much weight against Usyk for that first Usyk fight, how that could not impact on his ability to take a punch. And of course, in the 9th round, he was clipped hard with that left hook. And then Usyk tore after him and battered him from pillar to post, and he got given a standing 8. If you lose too much weight too quickly, whichever way you slice and dice it, it will not be a good thing. Now, Tyson has been looking much heavier in this, in the build-up to this rematch. Rematch, of course, is less than a month away now. So, what's going to happen? Well, is that extra weight going to help him? Is it going to increase his punch resistance? He won't be able to be as light on his feet as he was, because he was moving an awful lot in the first fight. But if he's more comfortable at the weight, he may be more flat-footed, but he may be able to slip and slide a little bit better from the waist up. I'm thinking sort of James Toney style, I don't think Tyson Fury is a heavyweight James Toney, don't get me wrong, or a heavyweight Pernell Whitaker or anything like that. But a bigger man, if it's comfortable weight, if it suits his body and his physiology and his metabolism and his age better, that will, I think, be an extra string to his bow. Let's put it that way. Of course, this video is about Tyson Fury and why he lost that first fight and why he feels he can do better using pretty much the same tactics in the second fight. But let's not forget that Oleksandr Usyk will probably be better in the second fight too, in so many ways, now that he's gone 12 rounds with Fury. So this is not a video saying that Tyson Fury is going to win the rematch. But it is possible that he would have a better chance of doing better without the worry of a cut eye, the psychological effect of that, not being able to spar because of the cut eye, not having to lose a lot of weight just to look aesthetically good, when really light ain't right, as Angelo Dundee always famously said for Muhammad Ali against Larry Holmes. I think he will be increasing his chances of victory because of those factors not being there, even if he does have the same tactics as the first fight. This is not a prediction video. I'm not saying Fury's going to win. I'm not saying Usyk's necessarily going to win. I make him the favourite at the moment, but I'm going to hang off from doing a prediction video. That's going to be much, much closer to the fight. I'm still someone who has a doubt whether the fight goes ahead. I hope I'm wrong. The closer we get, the more optimistic I am, but it wouldn't surprise me if the fight didn't go ahead. But we will see. We will see. All right, so just a few thoughts on that particular subject. Leave yours below. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Do you think I've missed something? Leave all your thoughts below. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. You'll be helping this channel out a great deal if you did that. Don't cost you anything and takes a second. And also if you could hit the like button, I'd appreciate that too. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And bye for now.